Hello. Today I'll be conducting your hearing exam. So, I have a few questions before we start, if that's okay with you. Okay, good. First questions are very easy and basic questions. Let's start off with your name. It's a very beautiful name. Okay. Date of birth. Where were you born? Really? Very nice. I have always wanted to visit. Maybe one day. And your telephone number. Okay. So these questions are just some basic information that I need to take from every patient. And now questions for your ears, okay? My first question is, how would you describe your hearing right now? And would you say that your hearing is the same in your right ear as in your left? Okay. Can you tell me if you hear this in your left ear? Okay. And can you hear this in your right ear? Okay, perfect. Have you ever experienced very loud noise that affected your ears? Like an explosion? Okay. Do you listen to music in your headphones or earphones? And how loud? Oh, that's quite high. I would recommend 75% or 80 max, but I would really avoid going over 80%, okay? It can be quite harmful for the ears, and usually these things you see over time. So, yeah, that's just what I would recommend. You can do whatever you like, but if you want to keep your ears nice and healthy and safe, 80% max. Have you ever experienced any ear pain? Okay. And is this in one ear or in both? Have you noticed any pattern? So, for instance, if it's cold outside, they may hurt more. Okay, so you have. So, the cold affects them. Mhm. Do you take any painkillers for this or ear drops? Okay, so what do you do when you have these pains? Do they last long? Okay. And do you still have them from time to time? All right. So we will need to check that out. Maybe your ear canal is inflamed or irritated, and that can cause some pain. Infections can also cause pain. So I'm going to have to really check that out. And one more question. How do you clean your ears? And how often? Okay. So now what we are going to do is just lightly touch your ears. Just going to feel them, and I want you to let me know how you feel. If you feel any pain or discomfort, or at any stage if you feel like you can't really hear what I'm doing. Okay? Can you hear this? And you can hear it in both ears, correct? Okay. Do you feel any discomfort? Good. What about this? Can you hear it? Is this fast-paced or slow-paced? Excellent. How is that? Can you hear the same in each ear, like the volume? Okay, it's the same. Good. Just try to relax. You don't have to do anything. Okay. How does that feel? And the volume, it's not too loud or too quiet. Good, good. Do you mind if I have a quick look inside? Okay. And after that, I'm going to make some sounds on each side, and I want you to tell me if you can hear what I'm doing. Okay. Let's start off with your left ear. Your ear looks perfectly fine. I don't see any inflammation or redness, irritation. Looks actually really good. And the ear canal looks also great. You said you have the pain in both ears or just one? Okay, interesting. I don't see any sign of infection either, which is great. Can you tell me if you feel this? Yeah? Okay, good. I'm going to whisper something in your ear, and I want you to say it back to me. Coconut, coconut, coconut. Lollipop, lollipop. Pickle, pickle, pickle. Okay, great. This ear looks great as well. That's strange. Because you said you have pain in both ears. Hmm. May I ask where you sleep? Like, do you sleep close to a window or something? Or the door? Okay. Since I don't see any problem inside your ear, and you tell me you have such pains, I think it can be from the cold, as in your body reacts from being too cold. The reason you may feel such pain in the cold is because the nerves in the ear canal are unprotected, and sometimes this can react with a strong pain impulse whenever they're cold. So that would explain why I don't see anything and the reason why you feel pain when it's cold. I would really recommend wearing like a hat or a beanie or something like that. Keep them warm. Another thing you can do is put some cotton wool inside your ears and just keep them there throughout the day so you don't get cold. Or you can even buy special earplugs for this. There's some earplugs that are very, very comfortable and they really keep in the warmth, so no cold gets inside of there and then no pain. I would recommend trying that out for at least a week or two and see if you feel any changes. And if you do, then it's definitely from cold sensitivity. And there's no way of treating that besides keeping your ears nice and warm. Okay. So now I'm going to clean out your ears a little bit because I did see some extra wax in there and a little bit of extra debris, but it's only a little bit. So we will get that done today. How does that sound? Okay, great. So keep your head nice and straight. You can focus behind here. Just look behind me and try not to move, okay? Great. The first thing we're going to do is just add in some eardrops. How does that feel? Okay, good. Yeah, I know it's a little bit cold. Sorry about that. But it's okay. Now we're just gonna let that sit for a little bit and work its magic, and then we're going to clean your ears. So I'm going to be using a tool and it's going to be inserted inside and just swish around, cleaning everything. I have a feeling that you would like this tool. All my patients do, so who knows? Are you ready to start? Good. Like I said, how was that? I told you. I knew you'd like it. Next year. Nearly finished? How do you feel? Okay. Fantastic. I'm going to use these little metal tools just to pull out some of the wax that I can't really get out, okay? But it won't be painful. Is that okay? Cool. Nearly there. Just a little bit more. Okay. I have it all out. So, how do you feel now? Do your ears feel much better? Like you can hear better, clearer? Yeah? Good. And now our last step. This may also be a little bit cold, just so you know. Okay. Perfect. I'm gonna put a little bit of cotton wool inside. And we're going to keep that in for a little bit. Just a little bit longer. And then I'll take them out. Okay. And now for our final step, the beep test. So you're gonna have headphones just like me, and we are both gonna hear the exact same thing. And I'm going to ask you some questions based on what you hear. Okay? Great. Let me put them on for you. Do they feel comfortable? Guys, if you're enjoying my video so far, make sure to press the subscribe button right now and help me reach 2,000 subscribers. Thank you. We are going to start off nice and simple. I want you to tell me if you hear this sound. How about now? Mm-hmm. Okay. Perfect. Now you're going to hear some beeps in both ears, and I want you to raise your hand when you hear those beeps. Okay, starting now. Very good. Okay, how was that? Nice and easy, right? Exactly. Can you tell me in which ear you hear the beep in now? Was it your left or your right? And what about now? Left or right? Good. Now you will hear beeps only in your left ear. Same thing, I want you to tell me when you hear those beeps. Starting now. Great. And now let's do your right ear. Starting now. Perfect. You're doing really good. Okay, now you will hear a frequency. I want you to tell me when you hear that frequency, stop. Stopped? Good. And now the same thing, but with a vibration. If you like, you can close your eyes for this part now, but if you don't want to, you can keep your eyes open. I want you to pay attention to the sounds you hear, and I want you to tell me from which direction they're coming from. Okay? Starting now. Perfect. We're nearly there. Can you hear this to-dum, 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 to-dum in both ears? Uh-huh. And tell me when it stops. Good. Now, the last step is you'll hear some beeps in your right ear, but there's also a few left ones in there. I want you to pay attention to the beeps that you hear in your left ear, and they're the only ones I want you to tell me when you hear. Fabulous. Do you remember how many you heard in your left ear? Are you sure? That is correct. And that's your beep test done. Let's remove those headphones and just put them down here. How do you feel? Good. Well, you're finished. Your ears look super healthy. Your hearing is great. I don't see anything physically wrong with them. The only thing I would suggest you to do is wear a hat or a beanie when you go outside when you feel like it's too cold for you. I would also recommend sleeping with a beanie on as well if you feel like it's too cold for you, just to avoid the whole ear problems like the pain. Well, try it out and see how it goes. That's the only way we can help cold sensitivity, so I hope it works for you. Well, thank you for coming in. It was a pleasure having a look at your ears. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Great. Well, goodbye.